Hello, besties. How are you guys doing? I mean, look at how beautiful I'm looking this afternoon. I know you don't even need to tell me. I got with you. I know that I'm looking beautiful. This is me telling you that Nas Boy has actually dropped a new song called Short Skirt. When I actually heard that song, the first thing that came to my head is Ira Star. I'm so sorry, no vex. And I'm like, this song is bam. Like, honestly speaking, you guys need to go check that out. And guess what? I mean, if you just sing short skirts, I start name supposed to inside, and of course, our name is inside. So I want you guys to go check it out. Welcome to Gossip Gala. Best believe if it's trending, we dey always talk about her now. Plenty gist day. Like this one, I don't already, I don't load and down, and sometimes it's on the table. So don't worry, just calm down. My name is God's Beauty Israel, aka the Lady Vibe, aka Plenty. Should I go on? Come on now. All right, I have one beautiful, interesting, intelligent. The goddess, you understand? Dripping glory. I have no other person than Subto. Hallelujah. How are you, my love?
I'm amazing. I'm feeling great.
I can see it. I mean, only your glasses alone are giving me all that vibes, and I love it.
These glasses, it's for that riddle.
Oh, it's for the riddle.
It's for the riddle.
Oh, yeah, now.
It's my thinking glasses.
I love it. Oh, yeah, now. So, I mean, speaking of, thinking, right? Let me quickly go and bring one of the most interesting. Like, this, my guest. When I say most interesting, like, absolutely. Nollywood, you're definitely going to see him. Like, he's everywhere. Do you understand? He's the best of the best. Not among the best now. Like, for me, they're just two actors. Him and others. You understand? I have a filmmaker, a director. Like, bro, when you see somebody is a filmmaker, is a director, and also an actor, you should know that all these people come into one. Like, it's chaos. You understand? I have no other person than Paul. Tommy. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine.
How's it like coming here today? Tell me.
It was a bit hectic, a lot of traffic.
I know, Lagos.
But I got here on time.
And
happy to be
yeah,
here.
he did.
Yes.
And I love it. And I love it.
Thank you.
So I mean, let's quickly go into your journey, right?
Yes.
I don't think I've actually heard you talk about your journey a lot.
Yeah.
So I want you to speak about your journey. You being a filmmaker,
Yeah.
being a director, and also an actor. I
Yeah.
mean, put us on that.
Oh, okay. What happened was I studied economics in school,
Okay.
and I finished. I was looking for the perfect job. I kept looking for the perfect job, and a friend of mine suggested I take up an opportunity at a media company right next to where he was working.
Okay.
And I was like, nah, it's not for me. He's like, Paul, you like talking football, you like talking sports in general, you watch cricket. Who does that? I mean, maybe you should consider doing this for now until the perfect job comes along. And I did, and that was the beginning of what led me here.
Yeah,
I
love
mean, look
it.
at you now.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how you? I mean, because I see most of the movies you directed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at that and I'm like, how was it like directing it? Was it like, I want to give you to tell me now the challenges, because you will not get a lot. You only hear actors complain about, oh, the scene was this, oh, so producer did this, oh, the director wasn't great, oh, this, oh, that. Like,
Yeah.
put me on the work of a director and how you've been able to overcome, the challenges.
Well, I think you have to be able to collaborate.
Okay.
You have to be able to express yourself clearly as possible, and a bit of patience, because sometimes, no matter how clear you are, people may not understand both the cast and the crew,
Love it.
and you have to find ways to get your message across and to get them to buy into your vision. And fortunately for that film and some other films I've been able to direct, I have been able to do that. And kudos to the cast, kudos to the crew. They have been very amazing. It's been fun to work with some people. Maybe not so much fun to work with others, but
Which is absolutely
right,
normal,
yes.
right? So, I mean, of all your characters you've had in different movies, tell me
Yes.
one that stood out for you.
Me as an actor,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you love all.
I-
There's not one that you felt
I-
like this one. I love this one more than the rest, or I enjoyed, acting this person,
Yeah.
or this character.
No, I can't. I can't think of one in particular right now.
Okay.
Also, I don't want people to hate me.
Oh.
So,
I feel you. I
Yeah.
feel you.
yeah.
All right, no problem then. I mean, you've already seen that
Yeah.
the person I brought today, is going to be very enjoyable. So let's quickly go over to the riddles. We have riddles coming on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, auntie that said she wore glasses for Riddle.
Come on.
Are you ready?
I'm
All right,
ready.
this one says, "What ball can you throw, but cannot bounce or throw?"
Okay.
Okay. Well, sorry. What ball can you roll, but cannot bounce or throw? What ball
Give me
can you
football.
roll? You can roll football, ni,
What ball
but
can you roll?
but cannot bounce.
Can football
You
bounce?
can bounce, oh.
Unlike
Even-
basketball.
Yeah,
Basketball really bounces.
even though not very well, but it does. But you can throw. You can see or throw.
A bread
So
roll.
they are,
Throw.
so yeah, so they are two.
A bread roll.
I mean, you can't throw
Bread
it.
roll.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't use your hand and throw.
Okay,
Use your leg and kick it.
football, you can throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a ball.
basketball
Yeah,
can be
okay, what
bounced.
ball?
Yeah,
Yeah. A ball.
which other one?
Volleyball.
No.
Can you not throw it? Holy Ghost.
You know that throw is what's
That's
getting
the
me.
thing exactly.
Can you roll?
Even if you said the
Or throw?
what kind you said bread roll.
No, that's a roll, not a ball. I'm thinking. I don't know. I
There's
don't know.
baseball, there's volleyball.
You said there's baseball. See, Shebi say you put on your
Yes.
thinking glasses. Better put it on properly.
It's my glasses will not disappoint me
It
today.
will not. The two of us now will put on our thinking cap.
Yeah.
All right, let's quickly go to this, this short break. Coming back with On the Street of Social Media. Stay with me. Thanks for staying with me. So it's On the Street of Social Media. We are still thinking about the riddle, Abby. You said, follow think. What do you think is the answer? All right. So the first one on the Street of Social Media says, if I'm working as a maid in your house in this economy and you pay me 30,000 naira monthly, I will sleep with your husband. So this is a tweet made by someone. I think this was on Facebook actually. It's on the street now, so we have to go everywhere to look for stories. So I mean, just as it has been stated here, the lady just came out to say, see, if me as a woman right now work with you, as a maid in your house, just know, and you're paying me 30K, just know that it's your husband I'll be sleeping with to get the remaining money. What do you have to say to that, Paul?
It seems like the statement was made in jest, but truth is, whatever it's worth doing well. So
Okay.
maybe don't take the job if
Right.
you
Yeah.
feel you're going to be underpaid and underappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe find something else more suitable, more
Something that
rewarding
Right.
economically. Because taking the job and then sleeping with the spouse may not be ideal. I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that, my love?
I agree with you fully,
Yeah.
completely. Like, don't just take the job if it's not enough for you. I mean, this economy is really hard, and
Yeah.
30K is actually not
That-
enough.
that's the problem, because some people are like, okay, this country is actually hard.
Yeah.
Do you get? So is any job that you see, they say grab your copy now. You
Yeah.
grab it with your full chest.
No, but yes, true. But man's reach often exceeds his expectation. So sometimes people are afraid to reach. If you feel you deserve better, then go for it.
Okay. I mean, instead of
Yes.
wanting to, sleep with another person's husband. All right, let's really check the comment section to see people's reaction on that.
Yeah.
All right, this one says, una go just open mouth they talk. Some people they talk about accommodation, feeding, and all that. The sacrifices the person is making to earn the peanuts you pay is what? The kind work where the girl go they do. Oh, sorry, the kind work where the girl go they work. You know how people she they oh Jesus. You know how
Wow.
people she go they attend to for the house.
How many people?
Yeah. Okay, una go just they talk. Minimum should be 50K. What do you think?
Yeah, truth is,
Okay.
if I may say, our security guards recently wrote us
Okay.
a letter
Oh, wow.
asking for more money.
Okay.
And none of my neighbors had a problem with that because we all understand that things are tough.
Yeah.
But if for some reason we felt we all couldn't afford to give them a raise, we would be honest and forthright. And if they decided to leave, then it's up to them.
Do you know another interesting part about this maid thing is, once you're working for someone as a maid here,
Yeah.
the person is footing, just like that person already said, your shelter is covered, your feeding is covered.
Yeah.
You probably might even be giving allowance money, maybe transport fare during the
Sometimes.
weekend.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that your shelter is covered, your food is covered, is that not enough reason for you to just be okay with the 30K? I'm just saying, a question. Nobody should come for me.
The truth is, you have a point. But also, if you get to a point where you feel the 30K is not enough for whatever reason, maybe valid reasons, then it's your prerogative to probably seek more gainful employment. I think it's up to you.
Yeah.
Just go for it. You may find, forgive me, you may find that things are tough out there, and you may find yourself in a better position.
I mean, I like the example you gave about your security man. There's something called communication.
Yeah.
You communicate with whoever hired you that, please, this amount of money I seem to be getting every time isn't enough for me. Is there a way you could increase it instead of sleeping with the person's husband or wife? Come on, let's not do that, please.
I mean, all right, let's get the next comment on, please. All right, this one says, why do you accept such offer? All I see is an ashawo, because if you don't like the pay, you should have just declined and looked elsewhere than accepting and ended up sleeping with the husband. Now, kuna you be na. Amaka, I see you on that one. Let's go over to the next one, please. All right, this one says minimum wage should be the salary, even if she's in your house and eating free food. From the comment I am seeing, many of you are not ready for the change you claim to seek. In a sane society, employers will be held accountable for not paying their helps up to the minimum wage. That's 70,000 naira.
Today.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the new minimum
That's
wage.
new
Yes,
minimum wage.
it is. It
So
is.
you think we should be paying, or
House
the
Well,
house
all
helps,
the
drivers,
securities,
securities,
all people that help
70,000 naira.
around.
What I would say is this: well, the food itself is really not free because person is working, so it's really not free food. If you can't afford to pay the minimum wage, I think the question is: does that mean you don't deserve to seek for help or assistance? But if you can afford the minimum wage, then maybe it's best you look for people you feel give you that type of value so you can pay them the minimum wage. Just my 2 cents.
Oh, it's valid, yeah.
Yeah.
It's valid. All right, let's quickly get one more comment for the road, please. All right, this one says, well, my say here is that it depends on her age and level. If she's between 16 to 18, it's manageable. But from 18 above is an adult and now has responsibilities. So it has to be from 50K upwards. And sometimes it comes with a feeding and accommodation. And sometimes small side gains and transport fare. So nobody should judge blindly or without reasoning.
Well,
So do you think the age too does matter?
I don't know. 16 to 18 seems like child labor.
You say it's child labor.
I don't know. I don't. For the age thing, maybe. I don't. This is just my 2 cents.
No, I feel you, I
Maybe you
feel you.
don't hire kids for work. Maybe you don't do that. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
How about
And
you?
some people bring their children from wherever they are, whatever
Yeah.
states they
States,
are, to
yeah.
come and work because maybe they're not financially stable. So you having like maybe 16 to 18 children around is you still. I feel like you still have to pay them the normal amount you're planning to pay someone who was older than them because it's still the same
Job they are
work
doing.
they are doing.
Right.
There's no difference really. I feel it's not fair because of age. Like some of them are really they can still do that work. They're still putting in the effort. Unless maybe you want to reduce the work they do. Maybe it's not going to be up to the level that someone who's older than them would do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's when I want to say, okay, it's understandable. That's why you reduce the price. But if they're doing the same work, I don't see a reason why you would not pay them the same amount.
I'm
Or-
actually going with that,
Yeah.
actually.
Or is there something else you're offering? Maybe additional education, sending them to school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well worked. All right, that takes us to the next story. This one says, lady shows how her neighbor's daughter defies her mom's author. So there's this video where a girl, you see, this girl, okay, you know what, let's just watch it before I say anything further.
Yeah. See my neighbor picking with mama lock. He lock the door. He carry key, go walk, see me they not come outside. Wash you at the end the people will see come outside. Oh yeah. Fear. You see, your mouth is a wise now. Hey,
So I mean, we all watched that together. So it's one mother saying, "Okay, I don't want you to come out," and I lock the gates here, and not knowing that the daughter is already too smart. She already know how to come outside. So you saw how she just, bent herself, did all the Michael Jackson, and she just came out. What do you have to say to that?
I don't know. That video looks staged.
Staged? That was because it's something that can happen. So
Yeah.
if whether staged or not,
Yeah.
it just shows that, I mean, the fact that I would actually lock my daughter inside the house
Yeah.
because I don't want you to come out.
Yeah.
And you can actually use this style
Yeah.
to come out.
Yeah.
It's very questionable.
What is locking your daughter in the house in the first place? Or
That's the thing. So do you think it's wrong
Yeah.
for, I mean, I want you to talk about this video,
Yes,
yeah? Then,
yes.
do you think it's wrong for parents to lock their children inside the house?
stuff can go wrong.
Okay.
Lots of stuff can go wrong. Accidents happen. Life happens, and you would want to give them a fighting chance if they were in some sort of danger. So locking them in the house takes that away from them, or even an adult.
Yeah.
To be honest, I do understand that things are sometimes not so simple. People have hardships. People can't afford to hire help or a maid, and maybe they think they're just going down the road, and they don't want to take the child with them. I empathize, but maybe get that neighbor who was making the video to watch the child,
Right.
rather than locking the child in the house in the first place. But on the flip side, the child finding ways to circumvent an instruction or the parent's instruction can be worrying. But the truth is, we all broke rules growing up, and most of us turned out okay, so it's children being children.
Right. What do you have to
mean,
say?
I do not advise the neighbor,
Yeah.
to take care of that child because she stood there and watched that child come out from the.
No, she was just being amazed by the whole situation. How can your parent lock you not to come out and you still come out?
I mean, we children, we are very stubborn. I can't deny the fact that while growing up, I disobeyed my parents. Say,
Yeah.
don't come out, I will come out.
Yeah.
I will come out.
Yeah.
The method my mom uses now is that instead of locking you inside the house, because a lot of things can actually
Go
go
wrong.
wrong,
Yes.
a lot of things can
Yes.
really, really go
Yes.
wrong, she will just take you to where she's going to. And where she's always going to is always, stressful. So you walk, you follow her everywhere. She will use you, go and get this, go and do that. Go and, so you will not even want to, born you where to come out again. If she says stay inside, you stay inside.
I feel
You
you.
will sit down and you wait for her. Most times, parents don't want to come outside because they feel like you wonder about you. Go out to compound, you don't know who's going to take you.
That's the
Some
problem.
of them self will complain that the sun is hitting you too much, you're becoming too dark. Please just stay inside. But children, we like to play ball, we like to run up and down, But please.
I think there should just be better solutions, that should be done. What do you think should be done? Because I mean, there are parents that don't have the the money to bring in maids at the
Yeah.
same time.
At 70K pop.
Exactly. According to them, that say you should be paying, minimum wage style and all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I mean, not everybody has, that luxury,
Yeah.
to start spending
Yeah.
that kind of amount.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think it's wise enough, to lock your children inside the house.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that children can be children and they look for ways to come out.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at if anything goes wrong, what
Yeah.
happens. So what do you think what do you think a parent in this situation should do?
Well, how about not have kids you can't
You can't
Take
take
care
care of. No. It's that's
Aw.
it's true.
yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Most people actually, you see them. I don't have an issue with you giving birth, but make sure that whoever that you and again. But the thing now is life happens as well.
Life does
Yeah.
happen.
So
That is
even
true.
if you try as much as possible to make sure that you're giving birth to children you can cater for and
Yeah.
all of these things, life happens.
Yes, that is true. That's true.
We'll be all right.
That's
All right, let's quickly check the comment section to see people's reaction on that. All right, this one says it's not safe to lock kids inside the house and go out with the key. If they need help, no one will be able to go in and help them. This act has killed many kids for something that could be avoided. Absolutely through. Next one, please. This one, I say, okay, be more concerned about the fact that a parent can lock kids inside the house and travel far away from the house for hours with the key. Movement and freedom are restricted. The other most dangerous part, which should be of concern to us all, is the health and safety. If any of these kids suffer medical emergencies in the house, if there is a serious hazard like fire outbreak, etc., it is better to go keep it's better to go keep the children in the custody of an adult or find a better means than this dangerous attempt.
Yeah.
You can't tell children not to play. They tried all those tricks because they were exhausted and couldn't stand the caging any longer. Just a human and animal instinct.
True.
All right, next one or last one for the road. All right, this one say a woman in my two estate locked her children, three or four kids and an infant inclusive, in and went out to do stuff briefly. Before she came back, the flat has burnt down with them inside. People should learn. Oh my God. All right, okay. The last one says, my brother and I did this. We
Yeah.
forgot to go back in on time.
Yeah.
My mom caught us outside and asked us to enter the house the same way we came.
Yeah.
Guys, you don't want to know what happened next, but we made it alive.
Barely, I'm guessing.
Testimony.
Wahala. All right, let's quickly go back to the last story on the street of social media. And this one says, students ordered by Parent Association to destroy their phones over poor academic performance. So there's a video where, you see children exactly. You can see them hitting, their phones on the ground. Their parents and the teacher, this PTA meeting that is always done, yeah? So the parents and teachers had meeting concerning the rate at which the children, are performing poorly academically. So in conclusion, they felt like, okay, I think it's their phone that is making them fail and not pass their exams and do well in class. So they told them to start breaking their phones by themselves. What do you think about this? Do I say this policy or this? What do you think about it?
How about you don't give them the phones
In the
to
first place.
begin with if you thought they couldn't handle the responsibility? And also, the truth is, sometimes we don't know. We're just all trying stuff out. I think breaking the phones is a tad extreme. You could take the phones back
from them.
the
Okay.
kids and have them focus on more important stuff like their academics and how they socialize with people one-on-one. I don't know. This is just I don't know. Something about
So
the
you think it's
imagery
extreme?
seemed a tad excessive. Just a tad excessive, yeah.
What do you think?
I think this is wild.
This is wild.
It's wild. Like if it's me, I'm gonna be crying and breaking my phone.
Did you see them crying? They're crying.
Aw.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other ways to go about this.
Things like how? How?
I know seizing nowadays doesn't really work. I can't even lie. There's so many times that I've seized my phone and I know where they keep it. They don't even change the location.
That's the
They
thing.
do not
It
change the location.
Okay.
But like, I know someone else's parents who they would take the battery out of the phone,
Oh,
take
wow.
the SIM. They will now use rubber band it and put on table. They will not be using your phone for you. They'll make sure that you see them using the phone, and then that's the SIM and the battery on table. You dare not touch it. They know how they keep it. They have cameras. In fact, they would snap it in the morning, yeah, and they must come back and meet that exact
Exactly the
same
same
way.
way.
Like they would. Oh my God.
Well,
Like,
that
it's-
one is
sometimes
that one
like,
is being intentional.
I understand why parents would take the phones. I really do understand. It's quite distracting in school.
Yeah.
But there are really other ways to go about it. If you really, maybe you must have money for you to be telling your children to break those phones. I mean, this economy is really bad.
Probably they are putting it to them that this phone that is making you fail your exams. Oh yeah, by yourself now, destroy it so that you will know how much it's important for you to actually study. Don't you think that's the message you're passing?
I think so. But I also think the truth is, as people, as human beings, we are all just coming to grips with this technology. That's the truth. When I was a kid, there was no such thing as smartphones.
Yeah.
So the adults are coming to grips with it, and they're trying to be good parents, I'm guessing, and they're introducing their kids to these technologies, and they're also having to learn on the go. Okay, maybe this works, maybe this doesn't work. So it's a learning curve for both the parents and the kids.
Parents should just find what works for them and their child in terms of this use of technology, because they still need this technology. We cannot lie about that.
Definitely.
Like, if you won't stop them from using it, the time they will get it, they will not even know how to handle it.
Oh.
So now that they're seeing it, maybe they're seeing their phone and they're seeing their bad results, and you continue to talk to them, you continue to shout and beat them, because this time people need to be caned, they need to be flogged. So
This
I
time?
think, yes, student generation is quite crazy. So I mean, yeah, maybe you continue doing things. Maybe you see it this time, you change location. You shall continue. You see what works for you. You see if it's entering your child. You have to find what works for your family. What works for me might not work for you. Some people they will see it, they dare not that child dare not go there and touch it. So.
Okay, so when she said something around caned, you were a bit surprised. So is it that you will not flog, or sorry, you won't, cane your children or something?
I don't know that I would, but the truth is,
So how do you correct them? Is it by talking?
that could work. You'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised.
I am
how
not
effective-
disputing that. I am one of those persons that you
Yeah.
just need to speak to, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to change. You don't need to beat me. But there are people
Just-
that you would need to actually carry woody spatula to
Yeah.
not make them last turning Gary.
Yeah.
You have to hold it and show it to them that if you do one, I show you two.
Okay. But do you have siblings?
Definitely.
Or
Yeah,
cousins?
I have
Definitely.
siblings.
So I grew up a house of 4, and we had some cousins up and about. And I noticed something. I might be wrong, and I think it applies to most family settings and with siblings. There's some people you can beat them from here to next week. They're gonna do what they're gonna
What they're
do.
gonna do.
You know that kind of
Yes,
thing.
yes,
So I don't know. I'm not saying that caning has no place in discipline and bringing up kids. What I'm saying is sometimes it's not as effective as you might think. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it still goes back to
Okay.
look for what works for you.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes,
So I
yeah.
think if you understand the person that you are training, the human being that you're training,
The
if you understand the human being you are training, I think you will not be able to know what mechanism works.
Yeah.
All right, let's quickly go on a short break to come back with hard gossip. Stay with me.
Wagwami people, it's a girl endurance grant. Shout out to Gossip Gala.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy to the O to the MPA, and you're watching Gossip Gala. If you're in traffic, you buy what? Gossip Gala. Keep it locked, baby. Ooh.
Hey guys, Taga G here, and big shout out to Gossip Gala. Keep watching, you know the vibe. Shee.
Thanks for sticking around. It's hot gossip. I know you want to hear all the juices I have on hot gossip. The problem is, why haven't you liked this particular show? Why haven't you shared the link? Like, these are the issues. If I carry, wooden spatula now, you say God's with you is doing so much. Please share, like, comment, tell somebody to tell somebody until it gets to Pastor Jerry. Now let's talk about Pastor Jerry. So the first one I have here is, it's a high time that Nigerians realize that Pastor Jerry is using them to make money on social media. Now this is said by Esther Nwachukwu. You know how much I love this lady, eh? I love this lady a whole lot. But now she came out to say that, all of you that are going early morning, you don't leave all the whole important thing we're supposed to do. Go, they follow person where they pray. You don't know, say, YouTube, they pay him. Of course, it was in the news as about last week, last week Wednesday, we had that conversation. And he's one of the top persons that are earning a lot now from YouTube. But, let's quickly hear it from the horse's mouth. Because, she was speaking bitterly. Let's hear Esther, please.
Is that Pastor Jerry, they use us, they make money on social media. Pastor Jerry, NSPPD church, is using the whole world to make money on social media. Do you know how much Pastor Jerry is making? Una see how much Pastor Jerry they make every day on YouTube. In fact, I think in the whole of Africa, he is the highest YouTube earner in the whole Nigeria.
So I mean, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. And I mean, just like we talked about it last week Thursday. I mean, last week Wednesday rather. He's making a whole lot of money now, but people see the good things he's doing. I mean, was it not yesterday we were talking about the fact that he prayed for this girl and she was able to work, So I mean, let's hear Paul. What do you have? What do you have to say to that?
Based off that video,
Yes.
truth is, I to be fair, I listened to what she was saying, but she didn't articulate how he was in fact in that video exploiting Nigerians, because if we're talking about just content creation and monetization, it's fair game. Anyone can do it. Both filmmakers, documentary makers, snake oil salesmen.
I feel you. I feel you.
Anyone can get involved. If he is conning people, lying to people, manipulating people, and profiting off that, then yes,
that's where it becomes a problem.
Would be problematic. I don't know that he is or isn't. I don't know.
I mean, but what he just does is come and pray, and people just join the live streams and pray together with him, sing, kabash, call heaven, set the heavens open, and that's all. So you're not saying that you are whoever that is following him, you should just know that this man is doing these things because he's making money. This guy said like 4 years ago, and as at the time he started, I'm not sure it wasn't very obvious as at that time that even YouTube was paying.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It was only limited persons that knew that YouTube was paying. That was as at the time he started.
Yeah.
It's not that everybody knows I'm on YouTube they pay, but you never open channel, why you never open your own? Go open. You understand?
Yeah.
So right from the time the guy started, the guy there was no time where and even till now he has not asked anybody to come and pay tithes. There's no come and pay offering.
Yeah.
What he just does every morning, it's just like I have my phone now and I want to be doing probably coming to speak to people, motivate people, and at the end of the day YouTube start paying me for it.
Yeah.
Does that look like me exploiting anybody?
That's the thing. So on the face of it, no, it doesn't look that way. It doesn't look that way on the face of it. What I will say is, we really don't know what people are thinking or what motivates people at their core. If I'm a motivational speaker, for example, and I come out and tell you can do it and you can do that, I'm making money, more power to me. It'll be nice to know, it would be nice if originally my intention was to motivate people and then financial reward came with it. But if my main aim was to make money and just say whatever cockamamie bullshit came into my head, then it's a bit sketchy. I'm not breaking any laws
I
or
feel you.
committing any crimes, but you can come across a certain way. I don't know what motivates Pastor Jerry.
Well, that's true too.
We actually do not know what motivates him.
Yeah.
But I still feel like all these things is still bad belly. Like what I said yesterday, I don't know why you come out and just be saying these kind of things. I know he's getting a lot of money. We all know it was made known that he has gotten this particular amount of money from YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's why people are coming out and be like, all of you that are listening to him, he's getting money through you, this, that. He maybe from the beginning, he actually did not even know that. Like you said, maybe he didn't even know that, YouTube was pay. He just genuinely wanted to come out and, start preaching to people. People should do this, that. I think it started 2020, right?
Chances are he did know, though. But okay.
I'll go there. I mean, he came out, maybe that COVID-19 was, so people have faith, believe in God, that kind of thing. And I feel we should just let him be, really. Maybe he has good intentions, who knows? And in the aspect of him not having good intentions, all is well. All is well.
Like I'll always say, we'll be all right in this country. All right, let's quickly get the comment sections up, please. This one says, as in, I don't understand why people will just wake up one day only to pull down the hard worked efforts of her fellow human. This man didn't beg people to join his channel. You joined. He didn't beg you. You joined. He didn't beg you to pray, or neither did he ask you to come and pay tithe when your prayers is answered. So I don't know why you will go about bringing down his business. Face your own palaver. Next one, please. All right, this one says, so why is he paining you? I want this one enter me. Allow him use people just like you are using us. Because this one you pop on my timeline is due to algorithm. If not, waiting consign me to watch person like this talk. Shh. Rather, my opinion respectfully. After all this thing you have spoken, you said this respectfully. All right. So Queen said, I don't know what most of you think. You are going to church to serve the God which you believe in. You are not going there to worship pastors. But if you see a man of God that brings you closer to God, please learn how to appreciate them. So make him no chop. So this one now is saying it's Pastor Jerry business now. That's what it is now. For you to say, so make him no chop.
Can I share a little story?
Tell me.
There's this church.
Okay.
True story. A long time ago. It was a growing church. I'll try to be very fast. It was a growing church and everything. The pastor in charge seemed to be very affable, lovely. Knew the word, so to speak. And then since they were growing church, they constantly were asking people for money for this, for that, for money for this, for that, for money for this, for that. And people were always giving and giving. The church needed a new roof. The church needed to buy this. The church needed to expand. All to the glory of God. Yeah. And one day, this member of the church, who was a phenomenal singer, suffered an accident. A young lady, she was about 16, 17, 18 at that point in time. A fire outbreak. Oof. She was in hospital. The pastor came and cried in the hospital and everything. It was really sad. And not long after, the girl's mother was being evicted from where they were staying. It was a mess. And she was asked to pray to God, for help. She had 2 kids, the girl and a boy, and then she had to send the boy, who was about 18, 19, off to live with his relatives. And the young girl went to live with the pastor and his wife. And a couple of years later, the pastor announced on stage that the church had just secured a piece of property for their new site. Lo and behold, it was the land that the girl, her mother, and daughter were living on.
Oh, wow.
Not long ago, and they were evicted from because they couldn't pay rent.
Yeah.
And I just think not once did he take to the pulpit and say, oh, maybe we all should come together and contribute money to their rent, or take from the church's purse to help pay their rent. But lo and behold, a few years later, you're buying the land that the house was on top. So I don't know.
He bought the land. He didn't even say, let's give it back to them. I bought the land for you guys.
Church is standing on that land right now.
That's the interesting, that's the interesting part. So I mean, just like I would always say, before these persons become a man of God, they are men. And as we humans, we think about ourselves first before thinking about the other person. So that's why I would always key on understand who God is, not your pastor, right? Try to know who God is. Try to acknowledge his presence, not that of your pastor. So even when you're paying tithe, even when you're giving all of these things, understand that you're not giving your pastor, you're giving God. If you are able to differentiate this thing, know this thing, know this truth, you somehow understand that. Okay, let me just go on because this is your smile. But I mean, you kind of understand that. Okay, somehow your pastor don't have how do I put that now? he's not bound to really helping you if he doesn't have the source, right? Or if he doesn't have the help, I mean, what you need to help you out. But at the same time, it just makes sense that as a human being that you are, right? If you like this story you've told, right? If I don't need to be a pastor to help her. Do you get what I'm saying? But I mean, in this case, you can see now that the pastor has everything it takes to help her out. So if he's not doing that, you know that it does not a matter of whether they are paying tithes or not to the church. It's a matter of him now, his personality, who he is before he even became a man of God. Do you understand? It shows that as a human being that he is, he cannot render help, whether he's a man of God or he's not a man of God. That's the angle I'm coming from. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think I do.
I fully understand.
Oh my God! All right, let's quickly get the comments on, please.
Yeah.
All right, this one says, my sister, go and make your own. You are too lazy. We all are making money on social media. If you know what you are doing, but you are here cloud chasing a man of God that is going about his father's business. Oh, I love the word father's business.
Father?
May God forgive you. There is so much money on social media. Discover it and leave Pastor Jerry alone. If he paying you, come beat me. Just know that I'm not the one that said this, so that you don't hear me and come and beat me.
I'm beginning to love people that tweet,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I somehow feel like you have an issue with pastors. Or is it just a me thing?
I never said I had an issue with pastors.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
I?
Maybe just come off like that.
Hey, you're just giving me that vibe. So I'm like, okay, I said, let me ask so that
I think I have an issue with people who manipulate people.
Okay.
I think.
So I mean,
Yeah.
be you pastor or not, but once you're being manipulated,
Yes.
I feel you. All right, let's quickly go over to the next story, please. This one says, any lady whose husband is based abroad is permitted to walk out with a single guy. This is said by Aliwo. So it's a tweet here. Let me quickly read out what he said. So he said, okay, I still maintain my ideology. Any lady whose husband is based abroad is permitted to have sex with a single guy. If you as a guy frowns at this post, then make sure you either carry your wife along with you to abroad after getting married to her, or better still, marry someone who is based abroad there with you, or relocate to be with your wife here permanently after marriage. Don't fly from abroad and come to Nigeria to marry someone's daughter. Then you will now leave her behind and go back to meet your abroad wife or girlfriend and children, leaving her to sex-starved for months or years, or convert her to be your Nigerian baby mama. I no agree that one, because she too have sexual urge that deserves sexual satisfaction to keep her body, mind and soul together. If you can be knocking over there, she too should be knocking over here. Konji is in everyone. You guys should reconcile the day you finally decide to come back to Nigeria. Nako, because you only live once. That's giving me yellow. Remember my yesterday's post, which says keep your secrets to yourself. So he's saying in that place that if you knock, no tell the man. Okay. Please don't chat me up or come under this post to educate me on morals. I feel slap you from my phone. You don't hear I'm shy. You've heard it. But I mean, what do you think? So I understand what he means, what he's saying when he says, okay, if you know you're getting married to somebody and you want to stay there in abroad, carry the person along with you. Don't leave her here. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's where he now said, if you get married to somebody and you are staying abroad and while she's here, she's free to, sleep with other men. Is that one that I do not agree? But I mean, Paul, what do you have to say to that?
I don't know that long distance relationships work or
They
practical.
do actually. To some people, yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen one that worked.
Okay.
So
You understand
from my
people.
humble
Yeah.
experience, it doesn't seem to work. I do know, as you pointed out, someone I know recently moved abroad. From what I understand, things were really hard for him here,
Okay.
but there wasn't enough money. And then also, you can't just sometimes, even if you have a lot of money, you can't just up and go, oh, I want to go to X country,
Yeah.
and then they give you a visa and give your family members a visa. It probably doesn't work like
Work
that.
like that, yes.
So sometimes you have to go,
Yes.
set up base, maybe work for a few years,
Yeah.
get a suitable living arrangements, then see if you can bring them over.
Oh, yeah.
So those things do happen.
Yeah.
It's the life. It's the world we live in. It's life. You know, people are doing the best they can, but as the gentleman said, maybe if I already stay far away and she lives in Nigeria, I don't necessarily need to put a ring on it, or she doesn't need to propose to me, because things might get human.
I like the humor.
Yeah.
But I feel, what do you think? What do you think, my love?
The idea of getting married to someone who is not in Nigeria, I mean, person stays abroad and a person at that moment cannot bring you there. I mean, that's I understand the point. People have hormones. People are horny. People, let's say you kept yourself for your husband, but you're not able to even be with your husband.
Yeah.
That's quite
sad.
that's
It's
very
tragic.
sad.
Yeah.
And if you get to the point where you cannot handle it, you can. I mean, in fact,
Find
you
some
shouldn't
way
have even
to-
gotten married in the first place.
The thing, I think it should even start from, how did you guys even date? Like, how were you guys able to date, proceed to, proposal,
Yeah.
and all of that?
Yeah.
I don't even understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If the guy has always been based abroad and you guys have been working on, coming, if you guys have been able to, stay dating, nothing happened, stay, what's that now? Stay proposing, proposal time and all of that, and nothing happened. And you can as well be able to leave.
But
Some
they,
people-
they probably didn't. I'm just saying based off my experiences and things I've seen, chances are in the dating stage, both parties are probably playing the field and having fun, just not putting it out there, just not telling each other what's really going on. And sometimes both of them have an understanding, okay, this might be happening, I'm just going to pretend like I don't
I
know
don't
this
see
is
it.
happening, and let's get married in the hopes that it will stop. Probably won't stop, because we're still in on two different continents, so it's tricky.
I feel you. I feel you. Let's really get the comment on, please. This one says, I like how his words, his opinions, and the honesty. Okay, those are wide points. Konji is in everybody, both male and female. Protect your wife and protect your husband by satisfying their sexual needs. Cheating is not meant for one gender alone. Either keep to your vows or break the vows in agreement before knocking outside.
Yes.
Mark, love it. Next
Some
one,
people
please.
have open marriages.
Yeah, but I do not support that open marriages.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you support open marriages?
I think, you know how you said earlier about raising kids, some things work for some people and then don't work for other people. So I don't want to say I support or I don't support. I think it's an interesting concept. It might work wonders for some relationships, and it might be the final meaning.
I'm just thinking of the circumstances that would actually warrant that, I mean, why be in an open marriage when you can actually just go your separate ways and do what you want to do?
True.
Imagine if
So-
you had children, Seth.
Yeah.
This could actually affect your children.
How?
Let's be honest. Your mother is always bringing different people to the house.
Yeah, but more often than not, I might be wrong. I have no experience in this thing. But more often than not, if there's an agreement, because even the cases where you have kids and the husband or the wife is cheating or sleeping outside, it's happening outside.
Yeah.
So the kids don't
They don't bring it
necessarily
home.
know.
Bring it home.
Yeah. So even if they understand, okay, this is what's happening, but maybe we don't do it. We do it in a way where the kids are not affected, if you know what I mean. So that could also be in play. Where
What
Okay.
if? Okay.
I'm listening.
No, I was
what-
gonna
what-
say, all these things. Someone can still be reckless one day.
yes,
Definitely.
that is a
And-
concern.
Definitely. Mistake will
How will
always
you
happen.
explain that when that time comes? They say you are carrying the child of this person.
hmm
How do you want to explain that?
Maybe you said it reckless. So if you made that kind of mistake,
You should be ready for this,
I
the
guess
consequences.
you-
Anyway, it's an open marriage. what are we
Because-
expecting?
Yeah, because I'm not sure. I don't know, but I'm guessing
Mm-hmm.
if people agree to an open marriage, they're setting guidelines and
Definitely.
restrictions still on it. You can't just do certain things.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah.
Kudos to every individual with open, open marriage. Let's go on a short break to come back with
Yeah.
the hottest gossip. Stay with me. Thanks for staying with me. I like the way I said that, 1-1. I mean, just be calm sometimes. All right, this one says, that's the story we have on the hottest gossip. It says, outrage as a Gen Z baddie sells her market. Oh, emphasis on market. On TikTok live stream in the presence of her mother. So there's this video where a girl, was talking to a guy. I think they did probably like a video call, and she was dancing. The kind of dance she was dancing was the kind of dance that you are supposed to dance when your mother is not there. You understand? But the babe was dancing the kind of dance that, her mother was there. Let's watch the video together, please.
You are screenshotting me. Why?
Na comment section. Na comment section screenshot you dey mad. Why I go screenshot you?
You dey mad. Why you insult me? Don't insult me next time, okay?
Don't insult me. Oh. Why I go
Now
screenshot
you dey insult me. Why will you be insulting me?
What kind of rubbish is that?
You don't know I'm a lady. You don't have respect for a lady. What kind of nonsense is
Why
that?
I go screenshot you? Are you
I don't like it.
Come on for here, Joe. Which kind of rubbish is that? Why I go screenshot you?
So, I mean, you saw the first video where she was, shaking what her mama gave to her. But now, the thing is, while she was doing that, her mom was actually present there, So it just begs the question, what kind of, parental guidance are we receiving, like this recent generation? That was what everybody in the comment section was just asking. So I want to ask you too, Paul, what do you think?
What's the question again?
Lord God in heaven.
Goodness.
Okay, what do you think about this video? Let's even start with that.
The thing is, that video, was it a private video conversation between
No,
two people?
that happened
Live.
on TikTok.
So
it was
She
live.
was streaming live.
Yes.
Her mother was there when she was getting
she
down,
was dancing.
twerking.
So she was
I love the
aware
fact
he was
that
streaming
you are still
because he
watching
said
the
comment
video.
section. So she was in fact aware that this was going
Yes.
live.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own, or his own, her own. It is odd that you would be twerking on a live TikTok or Instagram feed in the presence of your parents. I think that is
Very,
a bit
very odd.
I'm guessing they're close, so close that she feels comfortable doing that while her mother is in the room.
Is it about it? I don't think it's even about the closure now
Yeah.
of between her and her mom.
Yeah.
It's about, is this right?
What is right? Can we define what right is?
That's the thing. It's defined by different. Everybody has different, definition to what the
Yeah.
particular word
Yeah.
is.
What is? Are we talking about what is acceptable societally
Yes.
Yes.
in this part of the world?
Mm-hmm.
This is not necessarily acceptable generally, but the truth is, hey, everybody has their kinks. People, it's not ghosts that are subscribing on OnlyFans.
That's
If you know what I mean.
mean.
So people can come out and frown and go, but chances are you watch that video
We're all
quite a few
hypocrites.
times. Yeah, that's my concern. So I do wonder for her and him, the young man. What you're doing today, I hope you don't end up regretting it a bit down the line, because we've all done foolish or crazy shit. I'm not exempt for so I'm not gonna sit on my high horse here and start going like I never ever shot the bed. I just wasn't as brave as these two people. So it seems a bit naive on their part, I guess. Yeah.
Don't you think according to some people, yeah, they feel like our parents are no longer being like as strict as they used to be back then. I mean, if you listen to that guy, you hear him say, your mama dead, yeah.
Yes, he
you see they do that thing.
Surprised.
Ha!
He seemed surprised.
So, I mean,
which is odd because he comes across as not having too many brain cells, but what do I know?
Please, you need to. It's how you. No, don't worry. Let's just get one comment and let's let's move, please. All right, this one says lost generation. Gosh, mothers, you need to do better on your children and to those useless fathers. We go bring their children come this life and dump their mothers to. Okay, who go bring their children come this life and dump their mothers to do the job alone? Now, Ogongo, you know. Now, see as people, they always direct blames to all mothers.
Yeah, it's not just the mother's fault, and I think the truth is these two people, they're young, but they're adults. They're old enough. They look like they're old enough to vote, to go to war, to live on their own. So, at what point do we stop blaming our parents for all our actions?
Right.
You know?
I think that's it too.
Yeah.
Well, I've always had this belief that when it comes to a particular youth, let me not use child now, but I mean a particular youth, right? So there are three things. When it comes to your morals and all of those things, your values, the values that have been instilled in you, yeah, it's your parents' fault, it's the society's fault, and it's your fault as well. So we cannot put the blame on just one person.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's been an exciting ride with you guys. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back to the riddle. Hope your thinking cap is still with you.
My glasses is failing me.
Let's get the riddles on, please. Oh my god, I think technical issues here, so we can't get the riddles. I am so sorry, but I mean, thank you so much for
Maybe
doing
we
this.
can watch
with
that
me.
video of that
I'm
girl
glad
twerking again.
We will. So we are going on the show. We're going, and we'll come back again tomorrow. I can't wait to do this with you again tomorrow. Till then, thank you.